Hi, this is Jason Shadrick with PremierGuitar.com, and we're at the Gibson booth at the 2011 Winter NAMM show, and we are checking out the Gibson Acoustics with Ren, one of the luthiers here. So right now he's holding the new Jackson Browne signature model. Ren, why don't you tell us a little about it?
Hi. This guitar was developed for Jackson, and it's based on the early 30s Roy Smeck model guitar. Jackson always has performed with those guitars and has taken as many as 8 to 12 to a particular performance because everyone has a particular voice for a song that he's written on it. And this guitar was trying to give him one that would give him much more flexibility, not have to carry the original treasures, but be equal in every way. One of the things that he's done with his originals was that he uses a trans audio pickup system that attaches to the inside of the bridge plate, and it's basically a pair of or in stereo acoustic lenses, and they're outboarded through a system that gives the most pure acoustic property that we've ever heard in a guitar. It's a tremendous sounding unit by itself, but amplified, it's exactly that on steroids. It has none of the characteristics of a traditional pickup system. This guitar is made pretty much in the same vein as the original guitar, but I chose a wood that was eco-friendly, which is very important to Jackson. We use English walnut, and English walnut is the walnut that we eat. And as the trees mature to a point that they're no longer productive enough to leave in the orchard, they cut the trees down, bulldoze them, put them on the edge of the field, and burn them. And we found that the wood is sonic. It has incredible properties. The mids are just as true and clear as you could believe. The bass is unparalleled. The top end is crisp and clean. I mean, it's just a perfect guitar, especially for somebody that has ears like Jackson and the rest of us that want to. The guitar has been in process of development for more than 10 years. And 5 years, the last 5 years, it's been intense. We've been sending guitars back and forth, everything from the contour and shape of the neck and the special neck width that we have to the tone woods and the placement of the pickups, so that we could assure that every guitar would be stage ready for him and anyone else that chooses to buy one. This was introduced here at the show and has been just a raging success for us.
And this will be, do you know when these guitars will be available?
They're available now. They'll be shipping when we return home.
All right, Ren, and here's the new Billie Joe's signature model. Why don't you walk us through some of the features on this one?
Okay. This is an artist guitar that this artist just found a guitar that we've made in our past and said, I want exactly that guitar. That's what I play, and we don't build this guitar very often. Occasionally for the European theater or for Japanese collectors. This is what we call a J180. Most people would recognize it as the Everly Brothers model, and it's been in and out of production since the 50s. It's the J185 size and shape, traditional double pick guards, and the star pattern that was on the original Everly Brothers guitar. These guitars are just workhorses. I mean, they're certainly identifiable, as all Gibsons seem to be, but very popular guitar, and really glad that we're able to do this. Billie Joe is he's great. He's popular, and he loves playing, and you can't pry his out of his hands. So.
And what type of wood did you use for this guitar?
This is made out of Eastern Hard Rock Maple and Sitka Spruce. Has a mahogany neck, rosewood fretboard and bridge. Very traditional in the ingredients and the pattern.
So what was the process like? Was it similar to the other ones where you would send prototypes back and forth?
Not with this one. He already knew exactly what he wanted, and what he wanted was what we did. And so, going back to the drawing board wasn't necessary. We just needed to agree that this is the guitar that he's the one that was interested in, and put it back in production for him.
So, Ren, a lot of our fans also are big fans of luthiers such as yourself. So can you tell us a little bit about your history with Gibson Acoustics and kind of your experiences over the years?
Well, I'm Orville Gibson's father, and I've been in the company for 200 years. No, actually, I'm one of the fellows that started the Montana factory. I did all the tooling and design, which is the same position that I hold now. I'm the master luthier. I have the opportunity of designing and building all the prototype guitars and working with the artists. I do a lot of high-end art pieces for the company. We build some of the finest guitars in Montana that have ever been built. I have the greatest fortune to have that position and then be allowed to do that. We have got over 1,000 years of luthier experience in Montana in our factory now. People come there and they don't leave. They love what they do. Obviously, it shows. I mean, these guitars, well, when I build a guitar that's worth $100,000 for somebody, I go out on the floor and I ask somebody to help me bend the ribs, do this part, do that part. I mean, I may do the art, I may do the scalloping, hand tuning because I've been requested, but the people on our floor, we have a huge custom shop. I mean, every guitar is handmade. We just make a lot of them, so.
And where can people go online to find out more about all these different new acoustic models?
Gibson.com.
Well, thank you so much.
Acoustic site.
Well, thanks a lot, Ren, for taking the time to talk to us about this.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you.
This is Jason Chadwick with PremierGuitar.com.